Yo, peoples, Qushu92 here, and welcome back to yet another iteration of Qushu Views Anime! Onwards to the next episode of One Piece, so let's get it started! Last we left off in One Piece, we had Luffy clashing with Kaido once again, the continuation of Roof Piece! Also, yes, I'm using a new headset this time. Gone is the age of me using my old headset. I'm now going to use my PS5 headset because it also has a PC hookup. So now I can watch all this stuff without being confined to a cord. We're upgrading up in here, people. And the moment both Luffy and Kaido clash, it sends shockwaves throughout all of Onigashima. The power of the man who would want to become the king of the pirates and the strongest beast in the entire world completely splits the sky. And you got Yamato sticking it out with Momonosuke as Momonosuke tries to learn how to fly. We got some great animations of Momonosuke learning how to fly. A lot of the aesthetics of this entire episode we got last week was really well done. The situation has grown tense! The end of Onigashima! Now, all this time I've been calling it Onigashima with a strong shi, or is it Onigashima with a strong ga first? Someone please correct me. I just hear it as Onigashima, but not Onigashima. I rewound the video. I think I've been saying it wrong all these years. It's Onigashima. It's good to see Momonosuke actually getting over his fear of heights completely now that he knows he can fly. Some really good character growth for him. One thing the recap really didn't touch on was the fact that it didn't touch on Pero and Jack being defeated by Inuarashi, by Nekomamushi and Inuarashi respectively. All these rocks from Onigashima are falling. Not because it's just random rocks falling off of the entire island, but it's the fact that the island itself is breaking apart. The flame clouds that Kaido has created have weakened because Kaido is getting weaker. Dude, hockeying up again, I love how that looks. Okay, that one image of Kaido's face there, yeah, the animation definitely changed for that one brief moment. And they clash once again! You know, we're spending a lot of time outside of Onigashima, but I'm actually surprised we haven't cut to the inside of the castle. We normally would have done that by now. They are dangerously close to the capital. Hold up. Your boy said that Onigashima is going to reach the flower capital in less than 5 minutes. It's going to be several Sundays, several Saturdays before it even becomes 5 minutes. 5 minutes is going to stretch to 5 weeks. 5 weeks for this show. Be there in less than 5 minutes. It's gonna be 6 episodes before 5 minutes is up. Mark my words. So not only does the threat of Onigashima falling on top of the town pose a threat, but the fact that when it falls on the town, it's basically a giant island-sized nuke. Now, mind you, when this was revealed in the chapter, I mean, finding out that information was just as bad. An island filled to the brim with weaponry and bombs and explosives that, if it hits the ground, it's gonna leave a very big hole. And then there won't be anyone left. This dude Luffy fighting the strongest creature with a smile on his face. Yo, King Zoro! The clash continues. Oh my goodness. Okay, so me and Gajil were watching some gameplay of Grand Blue Fantasy Versus, or the new Grand Blue Fantasy game that was coming out. And I was looking at the gameplay and I was just thinking of so many animes, so many anime franchises that could look really good if they were built like the new Grand Blue Fantasy game that's coming out. One Piece is one of those games. Oh, Zuma Dance! This dude said power, speed, and power like he didn't just say power the first time. Okay, Sanji kind of getting bodied here a little bit. Look, this dude fighting and he thinks he got some of his ribs broken, but he moving fine still. It's kind of weird to him. 1080-pound caliber Phoenix! I love that move. Oh, he got one of the spikes. He got one of the spikes on King's head. That's the first sign of battle damage. Okay, King has gone hybrid Zoan form. Okay, King is able to just use his wings to shoot at Rankyakus all over the place. Zoro, just dodge all the shots like you were dodging Kuma's paw pads back in Thriller Bark. Queen and wow, I don't think that happened in the manga, but Queen got hit by those slashes too. It's one thing to fight a Zoan user when they're in their full Zoan form. It's another thing to fight a Zoan user that's in their hybrid form, which is just makes them stronger. So whatever level of strength that King had fighting as a normal human or fighting as a full Zoan is nothing compared to him combining the two. This bro said, I wish your neck got cut instead of your behind. It just shows you that even though King, Queen, and Jack are on the same team, they have absolutely no respect for one another at all. But also, this just shows you that King is actually getting mad and upset because Zoro cutting off that spike from his face. Yeah, that got him riled up. Yo, Sanji, you doing a lot of defending, but where's the attacks? See, Sanji keeps getting knocked around, but your boy's not showing any lasting effects. Look, Sanji's been in this fight, but lately he's been feeling off. I wonder what's going on with him. Because he really hasn't been able to concentrate at all. I love how the lights all decided to turn on just to make this fight more dramatic between Zoro and the King. Woo! He moving! Ooh! Oh! Yo! I think he got King directly in the face. He did! Yo! You could see part of King's mask! And Zoro's been knocked completely off of Onigashima. Look! Okay, can we talk about this? I saw that in the chapter, and the fact that Zoro used a sword technique to repel himself back just from the sheer shockwave. Stop. Okay, that's cool. Alright? That's cool. That's very cool. But also, King's mask has been damaged. And you can see underneath his mask. Look! Yo, you in the episode with King's mask finally being damaged? On the next episode of One Piece, Sanji's mutation, the two arms in crisis. Oh, next episode is going to be something good. All right, ladies and gentlemen, yet another episode of One Piece. I thought it was all right. Nothing monumentally huge, except for the moment where we see Zoro actually do enough to King to not only slice off one side of his spike, but also do enough damage to King where a part of his mask gets ripped apart as well. And this is where things get interesting. We also got Sanji still fighting Queen, and your boy has not been on his A game the entire fight, and he still feels off. So he's been distracted by him feeling off the entire fight. And I believe you guys are going to find out in the next episode. Of course, we got Luffy still fighting Kaido on the top of Onigashima. I've been saying that name wrong for so long. I want to apologize to everyone since I've been pronouncing it, because the way they enunciate it in the sub is Onigashima. It's not a Onigashima. I feel like I've been saying it wrong this whole time, and if everyone has been hearing me and just wondered why I've been pronouncing it wrong, I apologize. Of course, if I've been saying it the right way the first time, then I'll just go back to saying that. But if I haven't, then I apologize for mispronouncing Onigashima. I apologize for that. That's another thing for another time. Overall, this was a pretty alright episode. It was pretty alright. And of course, we got Momonosuke and Yamato trying to figure out how to stop Onigashima from falling, simply because not only will it kill everyone in the Flower Capital, but with the munitions and explosives and all the brand of weaponry that's inside of Onigashima, if it falls and hits the ground, the entire place is just going to go off like a nuke, an island-sized nuke, and kill everybody. So that's bad. So yeah, that's another thing to contend with. Surprised we didn't cut back to Big Mom, Kid, and Law, or even Hawkins versus Killer. Those are some fights that we still haven't gotten back to. We also still got Raizo versus Fukudo Kuju out there somewhere. I really hope to God it does not take as long as it did in the chapters. But that just pretty much covers everything about this. I did not speak as much during this episode, but I mean, it was pretty all right. Another thing to bring up is the fact that the next episode of One Piece is going to be the last one we get for about 2 weeks, because on March 5th and then March 12th, we're going to be on break for One Piece episodes. So the next Saturday after this one will be the last time will be the last episode we get of One Piece before they go on like a 2-week break because of the holidays in Japan. So yeah, just letting y'all know, this is the second to last one before the 2-week break, and then we'll come back later. Yeah, then we'll come back later in March, I believe. But overall, I thought this was a pretty alright episode. Nothing monumentally huge, except for the Zoro versus King fight, because some actual progress is being made on Zoro's side. He actually managed to do some battle damage to King, who has been unscathed throughout everything else that has happened during this whole fight. But other than that, pretty alright episode. There were some animation spots where the animation picked up, but it was only for like maybe 3, maybe 4 frames. And specifically, I'm talking about Kaido when Luffy was about to punch him. That was just like one brief moment, but you don't see any other scenes like that later on in the episode. But overall, I enjoyed it. It was alright. It was alright. You guys let me know what you thought of it as a whole. I feel like the pacing was alright as well. Also, the comment from Momonosuke about how they have nearly 5 minutes or less than 5 minutes before Onigashima falls on top of the Flower Capital. Yeah, that 5 minutes is going to get stretched out to 5 weeks, if not more, during the anime. It's going to get stretched out. Wait, what am I saying? It's going to get stretched out because, yeah, it's going to get stretched out more than 5 weeks. 5 minutes is going to get stretched out for, I believe, wow. I'm just now realizing that those 5 minutes that the anime says we have might as well be 5 months, considering how the pacing of episodes have been going. But you guys let me know what you thought of this episode as a whole. Let me not keep you here any longer than I already have. To everyone here, hope you all enjoyed. Can't wait to see you all in my next video. And if you're new to the channel and you enjoyed what you saw here today, then like, subscribe, share this video with everyone you know, because the more the merrier. We're getting closer, and we're getting very close to being a 4,000 sub channel. So I appreciate the support, and maybe even consider becoming a member, because I am always looking forward to entertaining you. So have a fantastic day, and once again, as always, later, peoples.